Yes, sir. Welcome to the NPR League. I'm your host and commissioner, Stay Dangerous. Man, it is week four. Week four is tomorrow. We got early slate games. Game that's in London. It's going down, man. Week four is here. I'm super excited about it, but I'm not gonna hold you long, so let's get into it. Let's get into this injury report to start the show off. Yes, yes. Here we go. Week four. We got the actives and questionables. Dalvin Cook. That's our early game. That's the 9:30 game. That's in London. The Vikings versus the Saints. Dalvin Cook is questionable. He left last week's game, last Sunday game, with a dislocated shoulder. Dislocated shoulder. So interested to see if he's going to play or not. If he does play, he's still going to be Dalvin Cook. If you don't believe that he's going to be his normal self, his handcuff, just like every year, man. Adam Madison. So you just got to go grab him if he's still on waiver. In our league, he's not on waiver. So just got to either plug and play. But that is an early slate game. That is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is in London. That is the Vikings versus the Saints. So that should be a good game. Definitely eager, man. I'm eager to see what Olave does with Andy Dalton. Jameis Winston is hurt. Also, we see on this list right here, Michael Thomas, he's out. So both of them are out. It's interesting to see how that offense, what are they going to do, how they're going to spread the ball around. Is Alvin Kamara going to play or not? Interesting. So to keep it moving, DeAndre Swift. One of my top running backs for my team in my NPR fantasy league. He's out this week. Ankle, he re-injured that ankle. A little soreness in it. And also he have a sprained shoulder. Sprained shoulder. So interested to see how the lines go. You do see on that list, Amaron St. Brown, he's out with an ankle injury also. So the likes of the world, Reynolds has to step up, Jamal Williams has to step up, DJ Chark, and all of them. That wide receiver core is questionable. The only one that's healthy that I could say like just formidable for the offense is Jared Goff and TJ Hawkinson, and you got Jamal Williams. So just eager to see is that box going to be stat? Is they're going to, stop the run game? We got to wait and see. It is what it is. So just going down the line, of course, Sterling Shepard said this midweek torn ACL. He's is currently on IR for the Giants. Christian McCaffrey, he has a thigh injury, the soreness in his thigh, so his quad. He is questionable for tomorrow. So Chubbard, is he going to get some burn? Dante Foreman, is he going to get some burn? So we just got to wait and see that game time decision. Matt Jones, he did say he was feeling way better for the Patriots. That is their quarterback, so he is questionable. Also, AJ Green, he is out. So Hollywood Brown, Greg Dortch, they're going to have to step up for Kyler Murray. Definitely Zach Ertz, they're going to have to step up with that wide receiver core and pass catching. Gabe Davis is questionable for the Buffalo Bills. I really didn't see this coming. I thought he was going to really have an awesome season. It's too early to say he's not. He started out real good, but that ankle is bothering him, the soreness in that ankle. So we just gotta wait to see if he plays. Jameis Winston, like I said, he is out tomorrow. That 9:30 a.m. game that's in London. I can't wait to see that. And Boston Scott, that's another bit injury for the Eagles. They're ringing. They love to run that ball. So Miles Sanders definitely got to step up. Of course, Jalen Hurts going to do what he does. But not to hold you guys long, let's get right into it. Let's get into the schedule. Let's see what's popping tomorrow. So, like I stated, early game, 9:30 a.m. London, Vikings versus Saints. Should be a good game. Should definitely be a good game. Let's go into my picks for them. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one right here. I think they're gonna have a bounce back. I think the Saints gonna it's gonna be a close game, but I really think the Vikings, Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, I think they're gonna have a bounce back game and take this game right here in London. And then next up, you have the Cleveland Browns versus the Atlanta Falcons. This is a tough one for me. Miles Garrett did get in an early week accident involving a car crash or whatnot. He was actually swerving. He said he was swerving from an animal, could have been a deer, whatever the case was. And he got pretty banged up and crashed his car, but we got to wait and see if he's going to play or not. That is a game time decision. The Cleveland Browns defense, Miles Garrett. So I'm gonna go Falcons on this pick right here. So moving right along. Bit divisional matchup right here. Tennessee Titans versus the Colts. I'm gonna go Tennessee on this one. I think Derrick Henry is going to have a solid game. Ryan Tannehill is definitely going to have a solid game. Him and Treylon Burks. They should be able to move that ball. The Colts do have a stout defense. You know, you can't take none away from them. Will Jonathan Taylor come alive? We gotta wait and see. You know, he hasn't been the Jonathan Taylor that we've known from last year, man. The number one, you know, consensus ranked the number one running back in fantasy football and in the NFL. So will he have a breakout game against the division foe in the Tennessee Titans? But I'm going Titans on this one. That's up. This is a big game right here. Buffalo versus the Ravens. Man, this will be a toss up for me. I'm not going to even sit and pick who I think is going to win this game. I think it's going to be a real close game. You got two great quarterbacks, and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is definitely playing for that bag this season. He's definitely playing for that bag. So we just gotta wait and see with that. But so that's my toss up right there. I'm not going to pick either one of those. I'm eager to see that game. I can't wait to see it, but I'm not going to pick one. It could go either way. Either way with them. Great defenses, great all damn great offenses. So we just gotta wait and see. All right. Seattle, the Lions. This is a tough one, man. Like I said, the Lions are missing a lot of key pieces, a lot of good players on that offense. You know, the Detroit defense has, you know, stepped it up here these past three weeks. But I'm going Seattle on this one. I think Geno Smith gonna do just enough to take them over the edge on the road in Detroit at Ford Field. So I'm going with that. Okay, next up, my Commanders. Man, it's been tough. We 1-2. Play the Dallas Cowboys. Uh, and we played them in Jersey, where we played them at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. I'm going. I'm going Dallas on this one. Dallas will beat the Commanders tomorrow. I hate to say it, but I just think, you know, even with Cooper Rush, it's almost like the defense really doesn't get off the field for us. You know, we get into those third down situations and we can't get off the field. Or even I do you one better, Carson Wentz, man. Like Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz. Don't get me wrong, he's a great quarterback, but I just feel like the offensive scheme is not it's not for him. Like, you know, we got all the weapons. We look good the first week throwing the ball. The offense, we thought it would be clicking, but you know, we stumbled against a Division Four and the Eagles last week. Yeah, granted, the Eagles are a great team this year, but still, like, can move the ball. You know, that's he took a lot of sacks. I think it was like 7 to 9 sacks that Carson Wentz took. That's a lot. The offensive line definitely has to protect him. We definitely got to get the run game going, or you know, not going to be able to move the ball. So I'm definitely going Cowboys on that one. I hate to say it against my Commanders, but you know, I'm not going to be biased just because I'm a fan. I'm going with the Cowboys on that one. So I think this is another good game. Chargers versus the Texans. I'm going Chargers on this one. I think Justin Herbert, even though with that rib injury, I think he's going to have a good bounce back game. Even though Keenan Allen is not healthy, he still has Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Joshua Palmer, DeAndre Carter, you know, Everett at the tight end position, and the defense is good. So I really think they're going to go on the road. They're going to beat the Texans. I think it's going to be a fairly close game than what people expect. I have heard other analysts said that they think that the Chargers are going to run away with this game, but we'll have to wait and see. Is David Mills going to finally show up? Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins. I have Damian Pierce on my team. Is he, you know, going to have that second week breakout? So we just got to wait and see. But I'm going Chargers on that one. Jets versus Steelers. Zach Wilson is back. We don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to, you know, I'm going Steelers on this one just because they're at home. I think Steelers are going to get it done. And they did look good against the Browns last week. They put up they put up points. I won't say a lot of points, but they put up a lot enough points to stay in contention in that game, even though they lost. But Mitch Trubisky didn't look he didn't look bad at all, and Deontay Johnson came alive. So definitely Pickens. Oh wow, man, that catch that he made last Thursday night, that Odell Beckhamish catch. Yeah, that was a hell of a catch right there. So I'm going Steelers on that one. I think Mike Tomlin's going to get the job done for the boys and coaching wise. Here we go. Bears NFC matchup. Bears Giants. The G-men. Yeah, I want to say I think I'm gonna go to Bears on this one. I think Khalil Herbert's gonna have another big game. I think Justin Fields is actually gonna have a breakout game on this one right here. The Giants were a good run stopping defense early on the first 2 weeks of the season, and they let Zeke and Tony Pollard pretty much run over them last Monday night. So I really think that Khalil Herbert definitely can get the job done for the Bears. So I'm going Bears on that one. Eagles versus Jags. This another big game. Jaguars are showing signs of greatness, but I'm going with the Eagles. I think they're going to go 4-0. Jalen Hurts is balling out. He's an MVP candidate, and he won Player of the Month for the NFC Player of the Month this past September. It is October 1st, so he won that. So I really think the Eagles are going to dominate this game, and they're going to advance to 4-0. This next game up, Cardinals versus Panthers. Panthers due for a good game. I'm not gonna put it past. I think they're gonna win at home. They're definitely due for a good game. I'm not gonna say Kyler Murray and them not gonna bring their A game, but I do think Baker Mayfield, Christian McCaffrey, they should have a good game. Christian McCaffrey is questionable. That really doesn't mean anything unless he's out. So he can still get out there and produce. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore is definitely due for a breakout game. So we just gotta wait and see. But I'm going Panthers on that one. Broncos, Raiders. Hey, I want to say I'm going to go Broncos on the road on this one. I think Russell Wilson is going to have a big game. That is a 4:20 game. Raiders are struggling. They got to find their identity. Me personally, my opinion, watching the Raiders right now, it's like watching Derek Carr. Just the only person he sees is Devontae Adams. That's just my personal opinion. So right now, unless Henry Renfro, Hunter Renfro, sorry, I always want to say Henry, but Hunter Renfro, he's out with a concussion. Darren Waller has yet to really show up, like the Darren Waller of old that we know that can produce. And it may just be fantasy wise that I'm saying that, but I really think the Broncos are going to beat them this game. Like I said, Carr's definitely got to show more than he's just throwing to Devontae Adams. That's all I see right now is just Devontae Adams. He's throwing it his way, and I understand Devontae Adams is a beast, and they're old college teammates. But come on, man, we gotta spread the ball around. Definitely gotta spread. And Zach Hollins might have a damn good game like he did last week. He had a breakout game in fantasy. I think he scored like something like 20, 21 points or something, 22 points. Yeah, but he had a good game. So just gotta spread the ball around. So I'm going Broncos on the Green Bay Patriots. I'm going Packers. I think A-Rod is going to have a hell of a game. Like I said, Matt Jones. Is it going to be Matt Jones? Is it going to be Brian Hoare at the quarterback position for Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots? Patriots defense still solid, but backfield, Damian Harris. You got Ramondre Stevenson. So, but they're lacking that wide receiver. Jacoby Myers is still hurt. Devontae Parker is really not producing. Nelson Aguilar, he did have a good game a couple of weeks ago, but th- no one is consistent at the wide receiver corp. So it's almost like they're going to have to pound the ball. But I just think Green Bay just have the edge, especially it being at home. And the Chiefs has should prevail in that game. It should be a good game. Yes, sir. So the Sunday night game. This is a big one, man. Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I am going. Tampa Bay is at home, but I'm going. Yeah, this is a hard one for me. I'm going Chiefs on this one. Even though Tampa Bay is getting Mike Evans back and Russell Gage is coming alive and possibly Chris Godwin. I think Julio is still down, if I'm not mistaken. He should still be questionable, but who's to say Leonard Fournette hasn't touched the end zone yet? He's been a workhorse. He's been, he's had the volume, but he hasn't scored a touchdown yet. So I'm going Chiefs on this one. I think that high power offense, Kelsey, and don't get me wrong, Tampa Bay defense is still Tampa Bay defense. They're top notch, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Kansas City Chief, Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, and the boys. I definitely don't think it's going to be enough. But speaking of, man, the last game of the week, we got to get into it. That Monday night game, our Super Bowl champs, the Rams versus the 49ers, a big divisional game. Garoppolo has taken the reins over from Trey Lance. Trey Lance If you've been living under a rock, he had that gruesome ankle break a few weeks ago. So Garoppolo, that was a good. I'm glad they signed him back. Because they would have been in desperate need of a quarterback, and Garoppolo knows the system. So I'm gonna go. I'm going. I'm gonna go Rams on this one. I think Matt Stafford is due for one of those big games. Him and Cooper Cup. I really think they've been running the ball more with Derek Henderson. Cam Akers is definitely trying to come alive, and the defense is still the defense. Aaron Donald did get his 100 sack last week, so I'm just eager to see how this game play out. But I'm going Rams on this one. I think they're just going to edge. It's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. Probably be what 14-7, 9-6 game. And I could be wrong, but all of us have opinions. But I think it's going to be a tough divisional game, a good matchup on Monday night. But I think the Rams are going to edge the 49ers. It's going to be a close one, like I said. Definitely going to be a close one. But speaking of close games, let's get into it. I want to get into our games of the week. Our game of the week. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. We got Petty Pat Patton. He's currently sitting in our league at 1-1-1 with that tie. Definitely. And that is versus Revenge Season, my co-host. He's 2-1. Should be a good game. I'm eager to see. Amon St. Brown is out for Revenge Season. Petty Pat just made that big trade with Jay Witt, our former champ, where our past season champ, he just made that big trade with him and he acquired Jamal Williams. He plugged him in his lineup. Should be a good game. Detroit definitely need some spark from someone. So Jamal Williams could be that person for Pity Pat. He got Josh Allen. Revenge season is starting Jared Goff at the quarterback position, and he has Christian McCaffrey, he has Saquon Barkley, still got the DJ Moores of the world, Gabe Davis, if he plugs and play him. So we just gotta wait and see. But this is the game of the week. I'm interested to see this matchup right here, Pity Pat Patton versus Revenge Season, and see how it go. It can shape a lot of stuff, especially with that tie with Pity Pat. He could go 1-2-1, and he can drop down tremendously. He started off strong, but that tie kind of put him, mid of the pack. Not, you know, it's a long season. We just got to wait and see. But that tie can definitely, come back and either haunt him or it can help him later on in the season or when it's playoff time, when that head-to-head matchup and you got that tiebreaker, and that head-to-head record matters and the positioning and the seeding. So just gotta wait and see with that. But I'm glad you guys were here to kick it with me today. I ain't want to take up too much of your time. I'm excited about the games tomorrow. Early morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will be playing in London. That will be the Vikings versus the Saints. That should be a great game right there. I'm waiting to see that. I have Olave on my team. He's one of the only healthy wide receivers right now for the Saints. The Red Rifle will be starting for him. Andy Dalton, James Winston is out. Michael Thomas is out. So Jarvis Landry, Juice, he's nursing an injury also. So he should have a big game, but I'm eager to see it. So please, guys, remember if you have any of those players that early matchup 9:30, go ahead and set your players tonight, man. I know some of y'all probably get up late. We're so used to getting up noon, waiting on the games to come on at 1 o'clock kickoff. But you better set your teams, set your lineups now, and get it going. But let's get into it. Tomorrow is game day. I'm super excited about it. We got our matchup of the week going. We got our picks in. We got our Monday night game going. So, league guys, plug and play you guys. Don't forget to lock them in. Just keep tuning in to the show. Like, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube, NPR League Podcast. We're on Twitter, NPR League. We're on Instagram, NPR League. We're on anchorfm.com. And that's NPR League. It's all the way across the board. We got big news coming tomorrow. Big news. I got to reveal to my league guys. You guys should be loving what's coming up. Should be loving what's coming up. We got breaking. We got a breaking. I don't even know how to say it, man, but I'm super excited about it. So you just gotta wait till tomorrow. I'm going to reveal something that's going to catapult and shoot us up even further. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great day. You guys have a happy Saturday. The rest of your Saturday, I'm going to kick it with the fam. Going to eat some dip. My wife cooked some dip. I can't wait to dive into that. Watch some college football, and let's get it, man. NPR League signing off.
You're listening to NPR League with your host and commissioner, Stay Dangerous, and co-host Revenge Season.